Bleacher Report reporting that the Pistons are heavily to have interest in pursue Nicholas Claxton, I think Brooklyn Nets big guy, former Michigan State Spartan Gary Harris, and Malik Monk. That's already been out there. We spoke on Malik Monk plenty of times, but if I get to it in this video, I'll get to him again. But I like Claxton out of the bunch, man. The guy that's averaging over 2 blocks a game the last 2 seasons, almost .1 under average in the double-double, 11 and 10. He already at 11, right around 11 points, 9.9 rebounds in the blocks. People say what you think about Jalen Duren. He can spell him, or if Duren can't beat him out, he can't beat him out. Duren is still young, and I think the physical, not physically being able to hold up, that's part of the problem that the Pistons got to fix. I mean, the NBA got a durability problem. All these young guys coming in here and they can't play healthy. They can't stay healthy. They don't want to play back-to-backs. Talking about their health and stuff, and you just got to figure out what's going on with the nutrients and what's going on, physically in the physical demand, man. NBA players used to look jacked and muscular and they used to look strong, and that ain't the case no more. Let's call it what it is. That ain't the case no more. They ain't jacked, they ain't muscular, they ain't strong. But they got to figure that out. But Claxton played about 76 games last year. You would take it. So I like him. He can step in, start. Play a little bit together versus bigger lineups with Duren. Energy guy, putback guy. I like him better than going after Hartenstein from the Knicks. But when Hartenstein can get $100 million, and I'm thinking like Claxton got to be right around there too. And the amount of money that they paying some of these players to be marginal players is ridiculous. And I ain't want to, pocket watch or, put a cap on people's money, but damn, if I'm an all-star, I'm an all-star, and then you got a guy who ain't made an all-star team, we both making $100 million contracts the same. Like, come on. Now, I understand they implemented the Supermax and, all that type of stuff, but that's crazy. But Claxton, I actually really like that one, but more of a depth guy than more than a $100 million guy. That's why I look at it. More of a depth guy. You're going to have to overpay to get guys to come to Detroit, especially when he probably want to go somewhere and feel like he's a starter. That's just what it is. So are you really going to pay him all that money to come in and just, share time with Jalen Duren is the question. Or is Duren going to be on his way out? So that's the end question, but then you turn your, attention to Gary Harris, and you just like, well, that's a cheap pickup. He ain't really never been healthy. They ain't ain't played a bunch of games this season. He ain't played a bunch of games since I think the 2014-15 season might have been his second season in the league. He just ain't never been healthy. But when he is healthy, he shoot the ball pretty well. He's a shooter, but somebody you can't depend on. So let's say you bring in Ingram, you got Duren, you bring in Cade. You know what I'm saying? If you bring the guy back from Utah, he had a foot surgery. You can't count on none of those guys to be healthy. So that's when you think about you getting Gary Harris is another guy that's going to be out of uniform on most nights. If he is healthy, Gary Harris, he's a really good ball player. He'd be 30 by the time next season starts. But historically, he just ain't never been healthy. And, you just wonder, do these players try to put some effort into figuring out why the lack of durability? We know the GMO foods and the seedless fruit and, whatever. That's why a lot of people, choosing to go vegan and all that type stuff. But, these guys don't lift weights no more. They don't prepare their body for this. They don't work hard no more. You hear about these stories where, this guy on social media is telling a story like when the Wizards lost, and the Wizards lost a game, and they was in D.C., he said John Wall beat him to the club. Then another guy, commented on my post under my other channel on Facebook, Goodfella TV, and he was like, well, it used to be like that, and it's like that in Phoenix. He said, the Phoenix Suns game be over, and KD beat me to the club every time. So these guys ain't dedicated, bro. They ain't dedicated. You know, they ain't dedicated to their craft. They ain't dedicated to putting the work in. And y'all look on social media, y'all see the reels or the clips. And anything, you can make a fat motherfucker look like he working hard in the gym, editing and doing clips and getting the camera guy and all that. Yeah, you can make him look like he doing something. You know, y'all be thinking, oh, y'all be really believing on social media what be going on. Y'all really be believing that shit. Like, oh man, he working hard, or they happy. They look happy, man. Social media will the reality of social media will tear you up. It really will. And I seen it early, you know what I'm saying? I see, you know, a couple guys I hang out with, you know, and you know, they be on social media like they had it, but they was broke as hell. A lot of people be looking at other people's situations and marriages, but oh, she looks happy, or they look happy, and them motherfuckers be miserable, them motherfuckers. That's why I say, man, if you can't use social media as to your advantage to get money and you know, to produce a business or something like that, then I think you shouldn't have it. I honestly think you shouldn't have it. That's my opinion on it. It messes with the dopamine, it messes with the mind and all that stuff, and it makes you think something that's there that's not really there. And for y'all, it's gonna be the reality of, you know, meeting young women off the internet. You see them in person and they don't look nothing like they look on the internet. I remember I seen this chick real quick, this years ago. I was at Fairlane, whatever. I still stand up that way. I went to Fairlane and I seen this chick I seen on social media. She looked good as hell on social media. In person, trash. She ain't look like shit. So, but everything ain't what it seems. These guys be looking like they putting in work on social media and all that. Killian was putting them clips up. Y'all was, oh, Killian getting better. And ain't shit happened. Ain't shit happened. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't need to post to Gary Harris at, you know, for a cheap price, but a good veteran in a locker room, shoot the ball around 30 to 40% from three. You need that. Can handle the ball a little bit. Nicholas Claxton, I love it, but the problem with that is he gonna want starter money, and then what you gonna do with Jalen Duren? If Hartenstein can command $75 to $100 million, I'm pretty sure Nicholas Claxton in that range. You know, for 4 years, I don't feel bad for paying him about 50, 60. I'd do that. But, you know, talking about $100 million for them guys, man, hell no. But Malik Monk, man, talking about he can get $25 million a year. I'm just looking like, okay. You know, in reality, he's just a guy that come off the bench and give you a spark plug, which is important, but I'm not spending $25 million a year on Malik Monk. So, man, you got Sasser, you can figure that shit out and, you know, figure that shit out as you go, but not for a guy just, you know, like him coming off the bench. He ain't Ginobili, he ain't Vinnie Johnson, but, you know, I understand that's where the market going, but I'd rather just roll with Gary Harris and then roll with Nicholas Claxton. But $25 million a year, maybe closer to 20. 20 is cool. 21, yeah, 22, yeah, but, you know, but hey, that's just my opinion on it. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Excuse me, follow your X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.